everyone. I don't know how many of you actually watch TINUBU's speech or sat down to watch it. For those of you that did, I would say well done. I honestly can't even be bothered, because first of all, Nigeria does not have a president. We have an illegitimacy, that had been legitimized by the courts, and it's there doing what it's doing. So I usually don't even waste my time waiting to watch any of those things. But here there was a statement, that TINUBU put out, the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, read to the nation. Before I even go about what this video is, the essence of that for me, the first thing was the fact that the statement was leaked beforehand. I've seen some people who have come out to say that, oh no, the statement, how did they put it? That usually what they do is that before the president reads a statement, not this illegitimacy we have, a president reads a statement that is sent to the press for them to be able to see the statement, and if they have reaction to it or something like that. That was the explanation that was given by some handles that I read on what do you call it now, on X. And then so they said because they passed it, also probably that's how it got leaked. But this is the thing: no matter wherever, however, that particular this thing got leaked, you would expect that that whole statement will be written again. They read that statement word for word the way it is. So I think there were even some videos where you saw people, they were as he was reading from TV, they were reading the one that they already had in their hand. Hey, when I say that Nigeria does not have president, people just say, Aisha, she does too much, she says anything, she has big mouth, What else do you, how do you need to see that there's nothing? A whole presidency, let's say the machineries of presidency, right? With what it's supposed to have. Something was leaked. They couldn't do something about it. I'll give you an example. Yes, this kind of things, they happen sometimes. They can happen to anyone. You find out that something that you've put out, it's been leaked. Before I even talk about that example, let me even come back. So a thought came to me, and I think I've spoken about this before in a video, which is to say, the fact that so many of the things that it's happening within TINUBU's illegitimate administration, right? And a good number of things that are happening there, they keep coming out in the public. They are leaked, they are this, so many. The porosity is unbelievable. That tells you one thing, that the people working there, they are not on the same wavelength with TINUBU. So there's a lot of, I don't know, I've not seen enough to call it whether resentment, but you can see that, when somebody is doing, when there's a leader or a ruler, that the people that are there in his team or whatever don't even believe in what that person is doing. That is exactly, this is the kind of behavior, this kind of thing that you see. So that's why you always see leaks coming out, things that are not supposed to come out. They are coming out, documents that are signed. Some of them they are supposed to be sensitive to that office that ordinarily should not be out anywhere. You're seeing them out there. You're seeing them all over the place. So that says a lot about what is going on within even the team that is here, and that should worry every Nigerian. You understand? For me, a lot of things that people don't overlook or don't take them as important, they do matter to me, because these are the small things that add up to become the big thing. The nitty-gritty is always very important. Always connect the dots. If you stay without connecting the dots, before you know what's happening, there's a bigger blown out issue. Then we begin to say, hey, how did it happen? How did this not happen? Anyway, let me go back to what I wanted to talk about again. When I talked about the fact that there are leaks, there are this thing. I remember when Mr. Peter Obi was going to do the Chatham House speech. Chatham House speech had been done, draft name prepared, putting things together. Okay, this is the one, what's going to be used. This is it. Speech was done. less than 12 hours to the event itself, to Chatham House event that was going to be done, the speech was on WhatsApp groups. So I remember Mr. Peter be calling me, was like, Aisha, what's going on? That he has seen this thing. The speech that we're going to do, it's on this thing. And this is a speech that was like less than 6 people. I think there were less than 60 people that had access to that speech. So like, where did it go? Start, you know, that kind of start checking. How did this get out? I'm like, I don't know. It's even electronic copy that I said. I had the printed copy that we were trying to walk through and correct and whatever. But where am I going to with this? In less than, before that particular speech that was out, that was on WhatsApp already out, Peter Obi's speech that was going to do at the Chatham House that was out, it was changed. It was changed, yes. They had to sit down. Another speech was written again within those hours. Sat down, did everything. He went back when he was reading. Whoever had that other one will be thinking, what happened? This is someone that they keep saying that, oh, he doesn't, if he cannot do this, he cannot, how can he be president in 2027? How can he be running for office, blah, 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 blah. If with the little machineries that team and everything at our disposal as a campaign team, we can come and do this, then imagine the machinery that is presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria not even able to do something as small as saying we need to change the whole speech. This thing is already out there, and we can't use that particular one. Get a draft done, get the speech right. That's okay. Sit down. This is what I want is that they tweak it. Even if it's the same message you want to pass, you can pass it in a different, a different language. It's the person that has not bothered about changing speech that has been leaked. Is the one you are expecting that will come and change your life and bother about the fact that people are suffering. There's no government in Nigeria. There's no presidency in Nigeria. Nigeria is in a free fall. And only God knows that who is going to be the victim that is going to carry on. Every one of us is a victim waiting to happen. This is one thing I constantly talk about all the time. But people don't see it. People just think that, and they'll be safe as long as they're able to get money and get this thing. Whatever money you have, as long as you are in Nigeria, or you are living in Nigeria, or let me say you are in Nigeria, living in Nigeria, because those that are not Nigeria, some of them have government that will come and evacuate them. Who is going to evacuate you? We are all facing a danger that a lot of people have refused to see, refused to know, refused to understand that these dangers are on. So let me repeat once again. Nigeria does not have a president, and neither does it have a federal government. We are in a free fall, and only God knows where it's going to take us. As citizens, we must stand up and stand for our country. Otherwise, one day we'll all see ourselves